Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking. We're going with ETS2 today. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining and being such early birds, even though I think I'm like around 2 minutes late. How is everyone doing? Rohan is first. Hey Rohan. Jay, Jack, Denzel, Alex. How are you guys doing? Wow. You guys are super early. Yeah, cookies for you, none for me for being late. Maybe you should get a clumsy cookie, huh? No transcode. Oh man. Well, the good news is... Yeah, that's true. The good news is I lowered down the bitrate from 6,000. I lowered it down to 4,000. That should help make the stream more accessible for everybody, and I don't think that would sacrifice a lot of the quality. So we'll see. Did I listen to the Iveco sound? I think so. Oh yeah, the one from EVR, right? Yes. Sounds pretty promising. Any idea when he'll be releasing that? I think it's a preview. You can share it here, Denzel. You'll have to ask permission from Alex or Rohan first though, if you're planning to share the link. I'm not sure if you're tagged as a regular. You got it. Thanks a lot, Alex. So for today, we are going with ETS2, and of course I forgot to switch the game again. One sec, give me 1 sec. So you're not seeing anything. There it is, and now magic. There you go. Beat it to the cookie. Yep, you can post it already. Otherwise, your 60 seconds might be up. So let's hope that my light right now doesn't die in the middle, but we will see. It's a bit finicky. You will be lagging for sure because no transcode. Well, with 4,000 bitrate, maybe it will work. Let me know if it's better or if it's still buffering. So for today, we are going with... And I was finally able to download Davies universal name packs. It's pretty immersive, I must tell you that. This Romanized version makes everything local. All the names are converted into their local counterparts. So you won't even see Norway or Sweden. And the most different place that I've seen is Finland, I think. Which looks... the name is completely different. Like I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'll show you in a bit. Hey Shane, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for the bits. I'm doing good. Just got Promods today, man. Your mind will be blown with the amazingness of Promods once you load it for the first time. Even not for the first time. Until now, my mind gets blown continuously. Davies mod changes the name of the cities and the countries in the map and in the job list, so that everything is consistent. Because as you might have noticed, some places are like, how does he say it, anglicized. Like some are in their English form and some are in their local form, and it's not really consistent. And Davey, being the geographical expert, so he converted all the names into either everything anglicized or everything romanized, or everything in their local versions. So he has separate mods for that. What I picked was the Romanized version, the local term. Romanized, I think, is local term, but in the English, the alphabet. Oh man, 60 seconds was up. Can you permit? Then again, and the lags. Yeah, it's a lot more optimized now. And I removed Poland rebuilding in the meantime because if you're not in Poland, then it offsets it destroys the balance because there are too many cities in Poland, so it kind of hogs all the jobs. And if you're not planning to drive in Poland, then you'll get less jobs in other places. There you go. Thanks a lot then. You're out of town now, so you're very bad net for you. Ah, I see, Jay. I see. Man, well, hope people can keep you updated in the chat at least. So aside from that, I got Rob's add-ons. So as you might have been hearing in the Discord, I was pretty much planning on driving the Roman diesel today. But in addition to that, I was super excited with this truck. Not only because it looks so good, but because Rob added a few things. In particular, I was not like 100% happy with the sounds, the default sounds, because they were a bit soft for me. And a lot of people seem to agree with that in the Discord. And Rob actually made the initiative to convert the sounds. He even asked permission from Kriechbaum to reuse some of his engine sounds from the Iveco Stralis. So he ported it over so that the Roman diesel now uses the Iveco Stralis engine sounds. So it should give a lot more boom, a lot more older truck feels. Not so smooth, not so quiet. That's the idea. So that's this one. This is available in the Steam Workshop and it is now in the mods list. So if anyone wants to download it, you can either search for it in the Steam Workshop or type !mods and you should get the link to that. At the same time, there is this one, the Roman diesel realistic torque, which is I'm a bit scared for this actually. I haven't tried it out yet, but by default the Roman diesel only has like 200 plus horsepower and it doesn't have the highest torque. But how MADster did it was it had a lot more torque than advertised, so to speak. So you could haul like heavy cargo without a problem. What Rob did was he toned that down to be more realistic with how the truck should really pull. And as a result, the truck should be a lot harder to drive because you'll really have to manage your gears well. You'll have to basically uphill battles will be pretty challenging. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I have these two, so we'll go and explore that. Yeah. Yes, instead of no GPS challenge, I now have a shifter challenge. Exactly, Alex. The ALMAR SKRS will be put to its worth today. The sounds are so much like the DAF. Yeah. The sound enthusiast. I have you as my sound expert. Not in the final stage yet. Yeah, hope it gets improved. EVR sounds I like in general, but they're a bit too soft for me. You know, they're super realistic, but I don't know why he does it. It's a bit weak when it comes in-game. Like when he makes a video about it, it's so good, it's so loud, it's so realistic, it's so crisp. But once you use it in-game, it's a lot softer. And I'm wondering why doesn't he increase it the same way, like the same volume as how he has in the videos. That would be like 10 times better. I don't know, maybe there is something with the mixing, because there's one thing about recording it, the other thing is mixing it and tweaking the parameters in the files, the def files. Maybe that's where the remaining thing should be. There you go, the Roman. I tweaked the paint job a bit, added a few accessories, added a spoiler. It's a lot more colorful now, but I guess it's like a show truck from the... What year is this? 70s? Something like that. I have to be on my toes for this. I think I might... That might be a true thing. So that's how the truck looks. Very colorful. Like a show truck from the 70s. Even the wheels are colored aptly. So we are actually in a different place today because as you might remember, I was thinking of trying out TSM plus Romania Extended. In the end, I decided not to go that route because I heard conflicting thoughts about it, and some people were advising against it, totally against it. So I thought, in the spirit of getting a full experience, let's just stick to the normal map, which is Promods, Rust map, Southern region, and Great Steppe. Is that the Great Steppe? Yeah. So we are currently in Kazakhstan, in Kulsari. Now Davy's mod, to show you, changes the names of the places. So if you go, for example, in Italy, what is a good place? Well, you can see Roma, Napoli, Palermo, Taranto, Genova, Venetia. But if you go and click on the freight market to see the countries, you'll see it's much different. Like, instead of Italy, you'll see Italia. Instead of Austria, you'll see Österreich. Instead of Czech Republic, you see Czesko. Poland is Polsko. Denmark, Deutschland, Norge. What is this? How do you pronounce the Sweden in local? Poland. And this one, Finland. I don't know how do you pronounce that. Something. Estonia is Eesti. Latvia, Lietuva. So they are very different, but it's more immersive, you know. He downloaded the Roman but didn't put it to the test yet. So this one is Roman plus the engine sounds from Rob and the torque tweaks. We'll check it out today. We're going to take a job, just a short job. Young seedling, 17 tons. It's it's important though, so I'm not sure if it will. We might get late here, to be honest, basing on the feedback from the torque. But we'll see. So the engine sounds like this. That's how it sounds. And inside, I got the engine with the turbo. Rob mentioned that by default the engine, this truck doesn't have the turbo, I think. That's the more normal setup, but I mean, I think I like the turbo whine. That sounds pretty promising, right? The handbrake. And someone told me, was it Shane or someone else? Someone told me about this truck, that the pedals actually work. You can actually see the pedals are moving when you shift and when you move. I'll try and observe that later. Yes, they are in the workshop. You can download them. You can check out the mods list for the lists for the links on that, or you can just search it on the Steam workshop. Just put in Roman Diesel and then you'll see his mods there for sure. The ones by Rob. It's flat in Kazakhstan. Oh yeah. That was not intentional. That was not intentional. For sure I didn't want to truck in Norway, but I didn't yeah, I didn't take that into account. But that's good. That's a good starter, right? If it's flat in Kazakhstan, then that should give us an easier time. Mods are in the Steam workshop, right? Thank you. The Rob White Twitch. Man, thank you. Is that you, Rob? Thank you for 2 months. Amazing. No problem, Rohan. GG, man, GG. Thank you for subbing again. Let's see how this works. But so far, the sounds beautiful. There you go, Rob. Thank you, man. I love it when it goes to 2000 RPMs. That build up is just amazing. Although that probably wouldn't be pretty nice in terms of fuel economy, but I do love the sound, the build up there. Yeah, the engine brake sounds good too. We'll definitely hear a lot of it as we go. Hey, honey. How to set up the mod manager? What are you trying to do? There are lots of videos on how to do it, and there's even a forum post. You just have to get the help of Mr. Google. But I can guide you now if you're confused in a certain spot. I probably won't be able to make a video on it because there are so many online already. I think it would be a bit too much. But yeah, ask away. Maybe I can help you out now. Truck racing. Just enjoying the flat roads while I can. Loves to rev higher than most. Which is, I guess, pretty realistic, huh? Man, that sky. That foggy weather sky. Beautiful. There is no fuel economy in the 70s. That's a good point then. Yeah, that's a good point. Wait. It's this one? Yeah, it's this one. So far, it doesn't feel too heavy yet, but that's without a trailer. So with a trailer, I'm starting to get scared. Although since this is a flat road in Kazakhstan, then maybe it shouldn't be that bad, huh? Can't wait for Kirill to rework the lighting so that the pictures you take are a bit more lighter than dark. To be honest, I haven't really noticed. I'm too happy with it. So, which model should we get? Which one fits with our truck? What is first? Maps, trucks, sound mods? Ah, okay, I see. Alright. So, normally, what I do is, as a general rule, I put trailers at the bottom. And then, this is from bottom to up, alright? Bottom to up. First would be the AI cars or trailers. Any order would be fine. Trailers, AI, trucks, maps, and then sound mods. That's how I do it usually. So sound mods near the top, followed by maps, and then trucks, and then trailers and AI. That's from top to bottom now. Hey Sulfuric. Hey Sulfur. How are you? Wow, look at that. Should we try hauling that? Doubles with the Roman. Are you guys game with that? I'm not sure if that's a good first job for our truck. It might not be that advisable. By the way, does anyone know how this works? How do you connect to that? I mean, this thing seems like it has like a kingpin there. So maybe it connects via fifth wheel. But in addition, there's another fifth wheel there, like a sixth wheel. I don't know how you call it. And how do you connect the trailer there? This is from Cast, I think. Yeah, and I don't understand how that works. Environment mods just below sound mods. Yes, right. Yeah, there's still no release. Kirill is very busy with real life, so it was put on hold at the moment, I think. Or maybe he's working on some other project. Or working on more updates. So yeah, we'll have to wait a bit more. Oh, this would make the thing very colorful. Sure thing, Annie. Good luck. What trailer pack is that? Well, these companies, other companies are from Satan 19990's Real Company mod. But this one in particular is, I think, from Cast. The Cracker trailers. That one. Yeah, Cast Cracker pack. So I'm not sure how that works. Should we try it? I'm a bit scared about that though. Let's maybe take a more conservative trailer. Yeah, I'm pretty interested how that works though. Maybe I'll save it and then I try to connect there, huh? Let's see. And that idle sound is so good. Save that one. So in terms of quality of the stream, guys, the visual quality, are you seeing any more artifacts, more, is it blurry or something because I lowered the bitrate? I'm trying to play with the right number here. So let's try it out for science. Yes, and actually that one is perfect, and that one's not urgent. Oh, I'll take that. That's also 10 tons. Yeah, that's a good warm-up. That little one is to connect to a normal trailer with that bit. There is a 50 on that. Yes, but I think I get that, although like this one. But I mean, in the game, I don't think you can connect that, right? Because you already have this trailer. So in the game, you cannot connect a trailer to a trailer. So is that just for show? This one, 10 tons. Idle is really good. You can sort of hear the inside panels vibrating. That's realistic. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. The only thing left is first also shake a little like this. So the experience is complete. The force feedback is real. Let's try this experiment on how that trailer works. Just for show. Ah, I see, I see. But we should be able to connect that with a normal fifth wheel, right? So where are you? Hiding behind that trailer. Lots of jobs in this one. Colorful Roman. It is, it is. Manual force feedback. Oh, there was a table there. Oh, not a table, a wagon. Look at that. Clumsy trucking 101. Oh wow. Okay, that was a bit too early in the stream. Okay. And I think I'm stuck. Okay, I'm good. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, that wagon was practically invisible from our view. Repro man. So let's see if we can connect here. This would be a pretty cute trailer for the truck, if ever. Thank you for following. Wait a minute, let me see if oh wait, why do I not have advanced trailer coupling? Thank you for following. Feel free to say hi so I can call you in chat. Also, seems like Rob disappeared, huh? But thank you for resubbing, Rob, in case you're there and you just can't type. Let me see if advanced trailer coupling works. I think I forgot. Advanced trailer coupling. That one. Right, let's see. Looks a bit off, to be honest. Oh no, it's working. Cool. Okay. Let's go out. Oh, look at those. The legs actually move like that and then retract inside the trailer. It's really cool. And yeah, we have another I would call it sixth wheel. That's pretty interesting. Cracker, masters in moving floor trailers. By the way, guys, what does it mean when you say a floor trailer? Isn't this just like a normal trailer? Oh man, I can feel the heaviness already. And this is just 10 tons. We really have to stay in first gear in the beginning and rev to 2000 before we shift. It's going to get a bit picky here. And make use of all our splits maybe. Low high, low high. Too bad I can't show you the gear. There's no gear indicator in the truck. He is definitely. You'll see it in the log. After he finishes a job, the evidence will show. Unless he manually turned it off. Have you got your bases covered, Alex? Feel jealous on how good my game looks. Well, at least you also have foggy weather, right? That's something that not everyone can say. That looks pretty interesting. That fifth wheel at the back. That sixth wheel. Floor trailer is where the floor moves to get like potatoes without tipping. Ah, I see. Is that like the one which rolls? So the floor like rolls so that to unload the cargo. We are indeed the lucky ones. That's true. This should handle 10 tons quite nicely. Yeah, it's not that heavy. I think it's manageable. I just have to be a bit more careful and use all my splits. Cannot skip gears on this one. Whoa. Anyone help me read that? Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to say hi, guys, so we can call you out and we can greet you. But if you're more of the lurker type, no problem. Lurk away. Everybody welcome. The floor that rolls. Ah, I see. So that's what a floor trailer is. I think I saw that in one video or something. Oh, we can maybe make a stop here. Yeah, we can probably go through there. A bit of a detour. Just explore and take our time. Enjoy the scenery. And maybe we can explore that later. Dosor Makat. Oh, what is this? It's like a bit of uneven road. There's even a balloon there. That kind of thing, I remember. We should be pretty close to Turkey now, right? Geographically. I remember Turkey is very famous for those. I forgot which part of Turkey. But it's a very famous tourist destination where people go to, and there's like lots of balloons in the background. Are you guys familiar with that? Great job on the mods, Rob. Indeed, indeed. Thanks again. This makes this truck like 10 times better. Really love it. If Sizzle's pack is compatible with this truck, you can probably put a gear display up somewhere. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, Shane. There is no accessory slot at all. That's why I can't even put my mug. Maybe you can tweak it manually, I don't know. But yeah, at this point, it's not possible. Thank you for following. Welcome, welcome. Press to follow to stop the engine. Thanks for following, Kelly. Welcome back. Hey Shishir, thank you for following. You're not able to pay and download Promods from site. Are you trying to get the paid version or the free version? The free version has a limit, and sometimes it's down, so you just have to retry or try another day, because it's not always up. Sometimes there are problems. The paid one should always be up though, but if not, you can contact Promods directly. You can post a thread. You can create a thread in the forums, the Promods forums. There are two Kellys. Wait a minute. Are there? Is this 60? No, it's 80. I like the roads in this map. This is Project Great Steppe, I believe. Correct? I like the textures. They don't look too repetitive. The paid version. The paid version should work immediately. If it doesn't work, you have the right to get in touch with the Promods. I'm sure someone will help there. Hey Rob. Ah, okay. Right, different Rob. Okay, it's a different Rob. Sorry about the mix-up. Thanks for subbing again. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go 50 here. The roads are getting more colorful. Let's make sure not to... That's a cute little trailer. Yeah, that's interesting, Alex. Why don't you have the Prime icon? Maybe there's a limit on Twitch. It can only show 3 icons, huh? I don't know. Where is Jay? Is he trucking? No, I think he doesn't have a nice internet today. He probably can't watch. Yeah, there you go. Just watching lagging videos. You've had issues with the downloading of Promods. Oh yeah, I saw that in the Discord. Were you able to manage it finally? Oh yeah, I think you were, yeah. You mentioned. Yeah, took over a day to download with all the errors. Yeah, the free version can get quite finicky sometimes. That's why every time I just go with the paid one. If you can, I highly recommend it. It saves up on all the trouble and the headaches. Oh. I like this kind of unfinished road. This reminds me, I think I told the story before, this kind of road reminds me exactly of that trip we had before from Thailand to Cambodia. Like Thailand and Cambodia are right next to each other. No need a plane to get from one country to the next. But during that time when we went, I think it was when 2008, something like that. The road from Thailand to Cambodia was not yet done. And we had that kind of dirt road like for I don't know how long, 3 hours or more. Oh no, it's getting a bit hilly in here. Good. So we had to go through that kind of dirt road for 3 hours or more, and okay, wrong gear. GG. And it was really hard, like real force feedback, like yeah. And the worst thing was one of our friends was pregnant that time, so she was very scared, and we were very scared. So the trip back after, when we were going from Cambodia back to Thailand, she didn't go with the car anymore. She booked a plane, separate ticket. She didn't risk it anymore. And funny enough, when we went back, the roads were like done. When we went from Thailand to Cambodia, it was like dirt roads, but from Cambodia back to Thailand, the roads were finished. They were like asphalted or cemented, or they were a lot smoother now. So she kind of spent extra money on the plane unnecessarily. But I guess it's peace of mind. You had to make a new account. Ah, okay, so it's still you. I see. Welcome back. Trailer makes it look like you lost something. That's true. That's true. It looks incomplete, doesn't it? Dosor. Let's take a photo. That's too much for this channel. I know, right? Thanks a lot, Alex. All the contributions. You can never do too much. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Let's take a photo. Looks pretty nice. I like it. Ooh, look at that. Fancy, right? I think we have a thumbnail as early as now. It looks pretty cool. Should do a series on surviving Mars. I just might, although I think I'll continue with the stream for now. Maybe I'll work on a series when I'm more accustomed to the game. Right now I'm still learning. Or maybe if we find a different game for the stream, then maybe I can convert that into a YouTube series instead. Yeah, it's a stream, but it's a stream series, so you can it's similar, very similar. It's just 3 hours per week. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, that's correct, Jay. Door closing sounds. Mrs. Clumsy just left. We downloaded Promods before they sent out an email that Promods is out. Yes. Good thing we have Bricks over at the Discord server. He informed us immediately. And now we have Nathan as well. You know, I didn't even know before that Nathan was part of the team. But yeah, it's great to have the Promods guys around in the Discord so they can provide some inputs, some heads up, some teasers. And now actually Nathan also invited me to a Discord server, the Promods Discord server, and I have access to like the media channel, so they can link up with media partners like YouTubers, streamers, for press releases, so to speak, previews, and we can ask some stuff. So if you have questions, I can ask them through those channels. Just let me know. Or you can ask them directly in the Discord server, because Bricks and Nathan are there. One time your family went on vacation. That time your sister was pregnant. We went on this tour bus and hit a big bump on the road and the water broke. Oh my man, that was intense. I hope everything turned out fine. How old is your nephew or niece now? I like that twist. That 50, that speed limit sign, that's a bit bent. You're getting transport fever. That's a good decision. You won't be disappointed. It's one of the best games out there for logistics and train enthusiasts. Good night, Chishir. Thank you for following again, and catch you next time. Oh yeah, that's late, 3:41 a.m. American trucks, anyone? Good thing I didn't try the TSM map. I almost did, because some people said it's good, but I guess in general, I mean, for sure some places are good, but maybe some places are a bit outdated as well. So it would be a bit tricky driving through them. You'd have to pick your destination, as opposed to when you have this combination, you drive anywhere, you'll get a good deal for sure. Where am I? We are in Kazakhstan in game. Your nephew is now 2. Cool. That's good to hear. So it turned out fine. Nice. What about Skylines? Maybe not. Not in the immediate future. I always have a problem with Skylines because it requires a lot of creative thinking, and I'm not really on the creative side. So I don't really make the best looking cities out there. They might function, but they're not pretty looking. You've got a big family. That's nice. Yeah, that's always nice. Good night, Rob. Thanks again. Thanks for subbing again. Thank you for 2 months. Why do we have to go turn right there? We could have turned right on that side. Whoa, that was a bit too much. Not a lot of people in this place, huh? Yeah, Promods Discord. I don't have access to like the internal discussions that they have, just to the media channel, and so far no one has been talking yet. But I think the idea is they invite the YouTubers in there, and they release the early access, so the things that they deem as can be shown to other people, they release that there, so we have access to that, and I can show you guys immediately. Nothing? Isn't that how it goes? Yeah. So take a look at the pedals here. Yeah, how it moves. take a close look at the pedals. Yeah, the changes are a bit subtle, but you can see the clutch in the gas lifting and balancing like that subtly. It's not really connected to the gas on the clutch pedal, but it's more on the revs, I think. Clumsy cities, exactly. I'm not sure why that was auto-modded, Jay. I just said goodnight. Exactly, Alex. Yeah, auto-mod just loves Jay for some reason. Do they allow small-time YouTubers? I think so. I mean, I'm a pretty small YouTuber. I guess it depends. Once you build the trust, then you can go. So maybe if you keep in contact with Rix and Nathan and continue contributing, they'll recognize your name. You'll build the trust, and maybe eventually they'll give access. I'm not sure what their their philosophy is in there, but it's worth a try, right? Floating construction stuff, minor thing. But I am liking this map. Even though it's flat and it's like super expansive, there's still a lot of things happening, you know. There's never like a dull area. Wait a minute. Okay, we've discovered it, so we can actually turn around here. Truck keys also have animation. Oh, when you turn on the engine, that's pretty nice. Let's let this coach go. Oh, he's turning right. Okay. Oh, don't hit me. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, look at that. That's even clumsier than I am. The epitome of clumsy busing. You just saw me on PM Discord. Yeah, I don't. Are you a beta tester, Jay, or something? You also have access to the Discord server? As flat as this map is, call it the Attila the Hun map. I must admit, I didn't get the connection. I think I'm missing a reference there. I know Attila the Hun, but I missed to connect it. You'll have to be more obvious with me, unfortunately. Where is your second sat nav? What do you mean second sat nav? Why do we need a second sat nav? So where do we do a U-turn? Well, I am seeing an open road there. I'm hoping we don't come into an invisible wall because the roads are ending. We will see if we can maybe turn around in here. Just make this as a U-turn slot. And since we're not really that like humongous truck, we should be able to turn around here, I think. Yeah, no worries, no problem. Good. So Jay, are you part of the Promods team? Are you a beta tester or something? Nice. Attila the Hun once roamed all over Kazakhstan. Ah, okay, that makes sense now. That makes a lot of sense now. Sorry, my historical knowledge is very limited. The best I can do is recognize the names, but not connect them to places. I don't think he is. But how do you have access to the Promods Discord though? How can you check that I'm there? Oh yeah, and Jay probably can't hear me, huh? Because he's lagging. Yeah. Yes. Can someone ask Jay what his role in Promods is? It's pretty interesting. Oh, there you go. Beta tester for like 2 years. Awesome. Awesome, man. It's amazing. There we go. The flat roads are a definite bonus in this place. We got an unfair advantage. I guess we have to look at the... We have to go and drive at a more exciting route later on in terms of steep hills and undulating roads. Kazakhstan even put a tiladahan on some of their coins. Oh, really? Interesting. Did not invite you. So Jay, have you been testing anything with regard to the new release, the upcoming release? Is there anything you can share about that? Like no details, just I don't know, whatever you can share. Maybe we can use this road, yeah. Would be kind of difficult merging in though. Switzerland, here we come. Maybe Norway. Going to Nordkap in this beast, this classic beast. Oh, let's let this guy pass. Mr. Fanta. Heavy haul. You guys want to try special transport with this truck? Maybe just as an experiment, huh? We can give it a go later. We'll probably have to save the game before we do that. But yes, we can try it to see how much the torque affects things. Whoa, look at this car. Speed limit change? No? Okay, good. Yeah, if we have a problem, you'll be the ones pushing. Someone has to drive, right? You had internet problems on Wednesday stream, but now it's better, Kelly. Then it might be that my bitrate was helping. So guys, I think the quality is okay from your point of view, or has the quality deteriorated in any way compared to last week, for example? Because I lowered the bitrate, and I'm not sure if it has any effect. I lowered the bitrate so that people who have slower internet can watch in cases like this where we don't have transcode settings, so it's more accessible for other people. But don't worry, the recording in YouTube is always the top quality. That one is always 1080, super high bitrate. Just the stream is lowered. Don't keep that as a secret. You can see your post and designation on Promods forum sites. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's just we're not looking very well. Hiding in plain sight, Jay, huh? Oh, this is pretty bumpy. You're hitting the gym lately. Wow. It's nice. For a teenager, you're pretty active. When I was a teenager, I never hit the gym. Like, I started going to the gym, I guess, college. Not even regularly. Whoa! Okay. Okay, maybe we have to slow down a bit. That was a pretty bumpy hump there. Is everything intact? Let's have a check. Okay, seems like everything is still ongoing. Stream quality looks good. Good. Like, great to hear it. Oh no. Oh no. Shifting 101. If I didn't have the ALMAR SKRS, I'm probably crying right now. Aside from not having a gear indicator, you really have to balance your shifting exactly. Otherwise, you're going to stall. You've been hitting the gym too, bro. Alex, as long as you can see, you're totally right. I think you dropped the spare tire there. You might be right. Somehow I feel it. I feel a bit lighter. What are we carrying again? Honey. Okay. Honey. Maybe we're dripping honey now. By the way, Rohan, thank you for sharing that video from Driving Bro. That's amazing. He's finally driving in next gen Scania. It looks so good. But I haven't watched him for a while. Doesn't he do like the GoPro cameras anymore? Because that video I think was just the camera was attached to the window or something. I kind of prefer the GoPro setup because it looked a lot more like ETS2, a lot more realistic and immersive. It felt like you were really in the driver's seat. The video he had from the next gen was like on the left side, more on the left side, and it was too fixed. Although it was still awesome, but it would have been even more so with the head cam. How much do you lift? Let's pick a number, Alex. 250. Me and Mrs. Clumsy we've recently developed the habit of going to the gym like 3 times a week. Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. But we don't do manual lifting. We just always go to the classes. Like if you're familiar with this program, I think it's called Les Mills. It's like a global program. It started in the US, I think, or the UK, I'm not sure where. Les Mills is like if you've heard about that, like body pump, body combat, those classes where you either lift weights or do like air boxing. Oh wow, are we in Mordor now or something? It seemed like we passed through like a dimensional gate and now we're in a totally different place. The sky just snapped on us. But yeah, those classes are what we attend usually. We don't do manual lifting because I'm too lazy. I always cheat when I do that. Like instead of 3 sets, I do 2. Instead of 15 reps, I do 10. But if I'm in a class, then I'm pressured to follow the instructor. You're doing good to lift your own weight. I guess that works, right? If you did fulfill those requirements that Rex mentioned, it's been a while since I saw raining in game. It's a welcome sight. And you might have a chance. What fuel do we have? Almost half, okay. Definitely, Rohan. Just glad to get up on the right side of the grass every day. Yeah, that's true. From 55 to 75. Customer expects delivery very soon. Well, what is that? It's like a single piece of grass jutting out of the road. Depends on the day. Do you skip like days, Rohan? Okay, we are in forgot the place. What does it say? Atirai? Atirai? Maybe something like that. You lift a cup of coffee damn well. There you go. Yeah, but the classes are pretty nice. If you're going to the gym, I highly recommend trying it out. It's very nice, and it's just like 1 hour or less, a little less than an hour. And you don't have to force yourself. You don't have to think at all. You don't have to think, okay, what do I do now? Do I do like bicep curls? Do I do like bench presses? Do I do squats? You just follow whatever the instructor is saying, and you're in a class, so it's not really like you don't have to pay extra if you're in the gym already, as long as you're in the gym which has those classes. And they're pretty effective all around. And they're fun as well, because it's not just lifting or just doing something. There's actually music, there's tracks. You kind of get into the beat and go along with the beat. So you do your lifting together with the beat, and it's a lot more immersive, I must say. Especially if you like the music. You only miss Wednesdays. Oh, you mean gym? I see. Yeah, that's good habit. Keep it up. You'll get rewarded when you grow older. What's happening there? Why is there like a black spot in the sky? That's interesting. First time I've seen that. Seemed like the sun should have been there, but isn't. The Death Star. Maybe. That looked so scary. Might have been the Death Star there. Kirill explained that black sun. Is that a bug? Well, how do you read that thing? Like, Ponya. It's missing something, I see. So it's a known bug. Okay. In Central Asia. Oh yeah, that's true. Pretty soon we'll be back in Europe though. I want to try some hilly parts. But maybe we'll do one more job. So I'm liking this map. It's just the right amount of details and variety. What is that guy doing? Jackhammer, I guess. What is this? Pretty huge tower in the middle. This is also quite an interesting roundabout. Like, there's a roundabout here, but you have like on and off ramps on the side as well. You guys notice that? It's a bit different. The layout is very different. And I wonder if it's really like this in Kazakhstan. That's true. We are in Mordor. Don't know when we entered the portal, but at some point we just did. Oh, by the way, did you guys see this? It's not really relevant now, but you can do like this. What is it? That one. That's pretty cool, right? Because there is no steering adjustment in real life for this truck, so MADster instead put in the window shades adjustment in those settings. Am I in neutral? I guess, huh? Wait a minute. How do we enter this place? Straight. What did you put in Google? You mean Mordor? Or you mean place? I see. Here we are. guys want this. This looks like a pretty simple looking drop-off point. Just a huge box there in the parking area. But wait a minute. Oh, actually, this is interesting. This is like an interconnected distribution center or something. It's pretty weird. Ah, what Alex posted, I see. GG with the delivery. Well, we still have to park it, but yeah, this doesn't look like a very hard parking. Wow, how about we hold that next, huh? The old trailer hype. It's a maze drop-off. Animated the sun visor. Right. I've seen that in another truck before, but I forgot which one too. Should be pretty straightforward parking. Textbook parking. Good. Look how small we are. I think I'll take that double. Wonder where it's going. Clumsy parking. Like a glove, a squirrel would say. What time is it? 3:33. Yeah, that's fine. That one is going where we want it to. Actually, that one is better. Yeah, that one is better because we haven't been there before. In Lubenka. I also downloaded the trailer which matches this truck, but I haven't seen it yet. I guess it must be pretty rare. Okay, how about this one, guys? From Atirau to Cardiff. 4,930 kms. I don't think even Alex has driven this long. 45.53 on the fuel. I see. Not so good, but yeah, I take it. Revving at 2,000 RPMs. I don't think we could have done better. Sure thing, Rohan. Enjoy dinner. We'll go with that one. Damage is 0.28. Not too shabby, I guess. 14 kilometers. Okay, let's go to that place. Hey Sheng, how are you? What have you been playing recently? After Subnautica, what have you been spending hours on now? Blame it on the bus. Oh yeah, that's true. We so graciously stopped for him and then he just slammed into us. On spring break, been playing in real life dating simulator. Good for you, man. Good for you. You also get the DLCs. You're probably paying for those DLCs still, huh? Recurring payments. But I'm sure that's well worth it. Way more complicated than your Scania. Oh, don't even get me started. Yeah. That's like the unexplainable. It's a phenomenon. Hope we make it in time. I didn't check how long before the job expired. But at least they are softer. That's true. And look at this. Very interesting way. Like you would only need a roundabout if you're going straight or going left. But if you're going right, You just take the ramp, or the whatever you call it. It's like something someone would do in city skylines to alleviate traffic. Oh, I think that's the. Is that the trailer? No, it's different. And it's a Kenworth. It's a W900. I'm looking for the trailer from MADster. If you can see it on the road, let me know, guys. Okay. Where Scania has indicators telling you which direction she wants to go. Yeah, exactly. Mind blown. Make sure no one sees that message, or you might be in deep trouble. As long as you don't get hit while you run. That's a good point. Maybe we should honk our horns at all the passing trucks, huh? Oh man, look at that, that's beautiful. I mean, that's like a plane taking off there. Where's the airport? We didn't pass through the airport, did we? I think we missed it. Not sure if it's in a drivable area. Yeah. So nice. Women hit harder. I guess it depends on how much of a mistake you did. How wrong you were in reading those indicators. When you get hit by a Scania, you don't lose your house. That's true. That's true. They can definitely hit harder. When you get hit by Swift, though, it is more than your house. Fair point. So where are we taking this from? A couple of trucks here. I like this. You know how the roads have like just randomly parked cars on the side? It adds to the realism. Feels very right for this place. I don't see my trailer. That's a bad sign. Oh, it's there. Okay, good. I find this sort of game makes you relaxed. That's good. That's the entire point of it. That you can relax and just enjoy the drive. Take a doubles. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. After all, it's a flat road. If there is something there, yes. Bulk cement trailer. How about we take that one? That looks a bit old school, that lettering. Yeah? I carry. 15 tons. Okay, that's no problem. 15 tons should be manageable. The only hard thing here is how the heck do we get out of this place? Is it even possible? First problem, how do we attach that thing? I don't think there's enough space for it. Second thing, how the heck do we get out? You get nervous each time I make a turn? Wouldn't be clumsy trucking otherwise, right? Form of meditation. It can be. It can be. You're right. Does that work? It's a bit too far, but it's a step towards the right direction, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Up, wrong direction. There you go. So, problem 1 done. Next up. Thanks for the bits, man. Thank you for 10 bits, Shane. Remind you never again to take an oversized 28-ton excavator to Iceland. Maybe you should have added the hauling that with this Roman diesel with the revised torque from Rob. Thanks, Kelly. It's best with eyes. It's best played with eyes closed. I'm not sure that would work for me, but Iceland is great for oversized loads, makes damaging the load so fun. Maybe they should make a special transport route for Iceland, huh? Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get out of here. I'm very doubtful we'll fit in. Might have to port outside. Mostly manual drive. It'll be a short ride. That's true. Can get pretty explosive in here. I don't think we'll make it. What are we hitting now? Or we're hitting this one, okay. How do we do this even? Can I move like this? Okay, I think that's feasible. Alright. Oh, that's amazing. That actually worked. Well, we're not out of the woods yet. That back trailer is a bit close, but I think it's going to clear it. Yes, it is. Good. Wow, that's amazing. These double trailers continue to surprise me. And how nimble they are given their size. Squirrel went to Iceland. Yeah, he did. He went almost everywhere actually. That's good. And then we go through here, explore that place, just go around it, unlock it, and then deliver there. That sounds good. I'm happy with that. 797 kilometers. Okay. There's another plane there. It's going off. You're eating dinner and watching. How did you manage that? You got away from your parents? Yeah, that's a good question, Cheng. I'm not sure how you guys fit in here, but just imagine you're all bunched up there at the back. That's why we're so slow. But yeah, I can definitely feel the load now. Yeah. I'm just in third gear. I can barely accelerate. That trailer better be a reefer. You're riding on top. That wouldn't be a bad experience, I guess. Although, hang tight whenever we turn. I'm not liable for any accidents, right? Hey guys. How do you greet people in Kazakhstan? I don't even know what language they speak. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Can I take a photo somehow? I think I can take a decent photo with this shot, with this angle. Only heavy haul in Iceland, no special transport jobs yet. I hope they add some soon. That would be exciting. Ready to jump off at any minute. Whenever we do one of those turns, probably. Oh yeah, that can work. That can work. Definitely. Can you twist it a little? Yeah, just a little. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And maybe one more with the truck. One sec. I'll get back to you guys in a sec. Beautiful. Don't let the wind blow you away. 30 km per hour journey. You should be happy with that already. The Borat way. I remember watching that movie. It's insane. Yeah, special transport in Iceland. Pretty exciting. We'll definitely try it out if that happens. Let me adjust my position here, guys. It's my neck is getting a bit achy. Welcome to Manchester. Tilt hype. Yeah, tilting is the way to go. Anyone in the mood for a blue sky? Wow, it's pretty amazing. What time is it? 5:04. Wow, it's still early. I'm still using the mild winter mod, by the way. Is that pretty much accurate from where you guys are from? It's not yet spring, right? Or is it almost? And anyway, I'm not sure if Grimes has the spring mod already. Winter, spring. Okay, yeah, spring. Spring is next. It is flat, I'll give you that. But the amount of details in this map, it's just right. It doesn't feel too flat, you know, it doesn't feel like nothing's happening. It's a pretty nice balance of signages, of objects, and different like Easter eggs and realistic sceneries. But look at that, we're actually reaching 60 kilometers here. It's summer for Rohan. Definitely not spring. Wow, still snowing in there, Shane. Amazing. Okay, so we'll stick with mild winter for now. Maybe in a couple of weeks. Part of the UK is still getting snow, I see. Alright, let's keep it mild winter then. Mahambet. Loving that engine brake. You just got more snow yesterday. Oh, it's still not done. Wow. It's March already. Mid-March. You're still getting it. This is a pretty nice looking town. Really peaceful looking town. Yeah, even the placement of houses is nice. It looks very natural if you look at it like from here. Doesn't feel too uniform, you know, just the right amount of randomness in there. Now the problem is, how do we make a U-turn with this kind of double trailer? I'm having doubts if this will work, but we will try. It's not looking too good. It is following though. It's pretty nice. Amazing. And just like that, it went super dark. Oh. Wow, it really is dark. Pitch black over here. In Texas you have 2 seasons, really hot and less hot. Oh, it's the same here in Singapore. Just your Canadian friend coming down to visit you. There's the moon. Oh man, this is super slow. And fuel check, less than half. Let's go and refuel here while we're on the way. Maybe we can sleep here as well, yeah, since it's pitch black anyway. Oops, sorry for the high beams. Just glide along, save up on some fuel. No brakes, no gas, no engine brake even. Perfect. When you had MADster's trailer activated, it was selectable when you picked up the job, but it also showed up in the job engine. Oh, did it? I wonder why mine doesn't. Maybe I missed something. Maybe it got overwritten. Not sure. Maybe it's getting overwritten by one of the default trailers, but it shouldn't be. I mean, it should be a standalone trailer, right? Oh man, that's heavy. We did put it on top of the trailer mods in the mod manager. Ah, I see. Maybe we'll try that for the next job. Because I put it, I think, at the bottom. Maybe it's getting overwritten by casts or someone else's. Can I sleep? Why is not the icon not appearing? It's not appearing. Maybe because we're too long. Oh, I'll do a manual sleep. The errors just, all the errors just came out. Okay, 6 AM. Still pretty dark, but we'll make do. I love that engine sound. It's not too loud. Oh, there it is. Now you show up. It's not too loud, but it's not too mild either. Just the right balance. Makes you feel like this is a really classic truck and you can hear everything from inside the cab. The guy has high beams on. Manual sleep is immersion killed. Someone's picky. Hey, orange. What is this? Was that just a horse I saw? We wish you could manual sleep. That would be pretty amazing, huh? Can he even hear it? Can't see him directly. It is a horse, a guy with a horse. Looks suspicious in the middle of the night. What could they be doing? This looks like a problem for, looks like a mystery for Sherlock Holmes. That kind of thing. The horse with no name. Maybe that guy was like the horse whisperer or something. Oh, there we go. Finally, sun is coming out. You've been through Kazakhstan on a horse with no name. The guy behind us got impatient. If we're struggling a bit now, how much more when it's slopey? Indiana Jones lost. Ah, there we go. Beautiful morning. I love sunrises. Water protection zone? What's that mean? I think it is, Alex. I did not connect it. That was not my generation. You kind of tipped your hand there. Not for Rohan, he knows everything old. He's eating though. This truck is amazing. Really like it. It scratches my itch for classic trucking. And it's so optimized. And with Rob's add-ons, just makes it even better. Trying to sing and eat now. He's trying to remember it. Don't sing when your mouth is full. Ah, there you go. Finally, sunrise. Here am I at? I'm at 7 high. 5 high rather. Entering the city. Also, I noticed there doesn't seem to be any police cars in here. It's not a thing. What was that? Did you guys hear that? It's a bit of music. I don't think that came from my music player. That must have come from one of the bus stops. Have you guys heard that before? Oh, these are the horses. Maybe that's where the horse came from. Even some horses on the water there. Yeah, it's perfect for Kirill Sakai boxes, exactly. Just makes it even more scenic, huh? Yeah, Kirill Sky boxes really shine here. Actually, that might be a fair name. Instead of saying foggy weather, just say Kirill Sky boxes. I mean, name it after yourself. He pretty much has the right to do it. I would go with that name, to be honest. Why is this thing... this thing seems a bit incomplete. Maybe there's like a green screen in the middle there. Looks so weird. When you're home back... Okay, wait a minute. Wrong gear. You have to watch this week's streams again. Oh yeah, that would be nice. So you'll get the full experience. I like that. Tilted science hype. All you watch now is lagged video. Thank you, Jay, for still staying though. Appreciate it. If that were me, I don't think I could have stood it. If I'm lagging too much. If you drive this truck IRL, you would lay down in front of it and ask someone to drive over you. I think it would be quite an experience. It definitely won't feel like the next gen Scania, but I'm sure some people would enjoy driving with this truck. Some people like it modern, some people like it classic. I think Rob is one of those who are more into the classic stuff. I think Alex as well, right? Are you just using your mobile? I see. Okay, that's good. You can even load it then. All the American trucks. That bug is still there, huh? Dedicated viewer, GG. Exactly. Thanks, Jay. 7,000 feet above ground in the clouds. Wow. Where are you right now exactly? Are you on vacation? Man, even that small slope, I had to shift down. Like here, I guess I would have to shift down here. I wouldn't be surprised. Why is there a spare tire lying around? Is that mine? Oh no. Hill coming, everyone. Exactly, Jack. Oh no. Okay. I think it's over. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, thankfully. Literally in clouds. Wow, where are you? How is there 4G in there? Watching to see you fall off the top of your truck. Let's see if we can spot you, Alex. Probably somewhere there in the middle of those two trailers, huh? And someone looks blown their engine off. Oh, oh. Oh man, that sky. We cannot pass that up. Convoy. Ooh, it's nice. Speaking of convoy, we never got to doing that convoy thing we were planning. I guess the schedules didn't align. Oh man, look at that. So good. Tilt it a bit like this. I don't see the truck so much though, that's the thing. But I mean, in all, I think pretty much settles it. Sure thing, Jay. Nice. Have fun. Thank you for still tuning in though. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we'll be waiting for the pics. This is a perfect map for those long hauls, huh? It's flat roads, expansive skies. Just seeing everything in a, like, I don't know, I'm such a, this is such a rare thing for me, seeing something this wide and this expansive. Because I live in Singapore, very small country, very cramped. It's one of the best places I've been in, one of the most progressive places I've been in, but it's very small, so everything is compact and we don't get a lot of these. So whenever I see something like this, either in game or in real life, it just blows me away. And that's why when we were in Maldives a few weeks ago, it is just wow. It's like seeing from end to end like that. It's just a totally complete and an alien experience for me. So this map, I really like. It's nice. You want to haul a load from there to Ireland. That would be a mission for you, Alex. And I bet you could do it. What's the longest trip you've done? What is this sign? No English? No English. Okay, fine. Have it your way then. Ireland is amazing. Definitely agree there. We'll probably go there in the main series. After Romania, I guess. But yeah, actually that's interesting. Ireland has been out since what? Since Promods 2.2, right? Which has been out for a couple of months now. But in the main series, we've never stepped there. We've only been there in the Trucker for Hire series, not in the main one. So that's definitely something we should try out. And maybe I'll check out the different truck for that. What's the most famous truck in the UK? Is it Scania? DAF? Should I maybe try the Mitsubishi one? Probably not going to fit the Japanese truck. The only thing that fits is it's a right-hand drive. We did a trip from deep in Mexico to the northeast corner of Canada. Over 100 game hours. How long was that? Hey Rohan, welcome back. Done eating? DAF is the famous one. Oh, that's perfect because we have a DAF right now. Only thing I need to do is flip the dashboard over. These are not back today. GG. Not everyone. But yeah, lots of people. Thank you guys. Yeah. No worries though. Everybody welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me here, guys. Look at that. There's a plane in there. How did that plane even land over that kind of place? There's a chopper. Some people hanging out. That looks a bit shady. Let's keep going. We don't want to get stuck in the middle there. Full tummy. Now you're making me hungry. You know, actually I didn't have enough sleep today. I slept for only, I don't know, 4 hours or something. Oh, this is nice, even though some of the cars are floating. Oh look, that's Alex on the horse. Hey Alex. Even waving. This is nice. The horse is just roaming around, enjoying themselves. I like this. This is pretty fun. This feels like Marlboro country. That advertisement. Cool. Okay, I like it. I like that. Just put in. So yeah, yesterday I was only able to sleep for around 4 hours. I was waiting for Mrs. Clumsy because she was out with office mates for some drinks. Like, they have this monthly gathering to reconnect and just bond. And they went out on drinks and I was home alone, so I was waiting for her. And then she was supposedly going to work when she arrived, but she arrived around, I think, past 12. And she was so tired already. But in the meantime, I also ordered some McDonald's because we were planning on staying up late because she had to do some work. But all it ended up happening is we were watching this Filipino TV series that I mentioned before. We just watched and ate and then slept. No work was done at all. But I think I slept at around 1:30 or something, which was like a monumental thing for me. I never stay up that late anymore. But thankfully I don't feel so weak today, but I guess I have to catch some Z's later on to make up for it. It's all good. I love hanging out here. Thanks a lot, Rohan. Thank you for enjoying. We for sure enjoy your company as well, and all your contributions. Yeah, it's a Clumsy community, exactly. We still have to find a name for ourselves though, like the subs. Like Squirrel has this nut house, some people have this something gang. We have to find like a nice name that has a nice ring to it, you know, so we can call ourselves something. Clumsy and his geeks. The Geek Squad. Both maybe. Honest and clumsy. Those are pretty nice traits to have. I'm watching this series on Netflix. It's called Designated Survivor. It's all politics and stuff, so it's not really matching with what other people are pretty interested in this channel, but I kind of like it. I like it. The melding of minds, thinking on your feet, and working on solutions in an unorthodox manner. It's pretty nice. Pretty exciting series. Keeps you on your toes the entire time. The geekers. Could be something about geek. That would be fit. Because clumsy geek after all. So I'm clumsy and you're geeks. Keep falling from the bed while sleeping. Oh man, I don't want that to happen. That would be pretty painful. I'm not a very how do you say that in English? I'm not a very active sleeper though. How do you say that? Like I don't move so much when I'm sleeping. Thankfully. I pretty much stay on the same spot. The chill geekers. Squirrel's dog is very cute. Oh, indeed. What's his name? Doily. Yeah. Adorable dog. Could also have something to do with like being chill. Either being geeks, being chill, or both. The name, I mean. Oh, look at this guy. Biking on the side of the road. I like those. I like those accents like that. Just random stuff that you don't see in other maps. Keeps the map exciting. Keeps the map fresh. Those clicking sounds are so nice from the shifter. Glad you like it. I was reviewing one of my vids last time and I was hearing those. I think it was the ATS vid from this week. And I was thinking, wow, that kind of adds to the immersion, doesn't it? I think it kind of works. The clumsy geekers. The clumsy geek and the clumsy geekers. Clumsy geeker, shorter. I think he is. Aren't you, Alex? Shane is one. Remember. There you go. There's Doily. There you go, those emotes. What's that other one? That doily that's a bit shy. I don't remember that. Thanks for the bit, Shane. The Geek Gang. That has a nice ring to it. That might work. Yeah, I think you're headed the right direction there. GG as well. Actually, that might work. GG, the Geek Gang. Interesting. Added some new emotes recently. Oh, cool. How long have you been subbed to him now, Alex? I think I'm at my 17th month this month. I heard recently he released the 3 and 4 year subs. Like Diamond and what's the 4-year icon? Look pretty interesting. Very different. We subbed almost at the same time. I subbed October 2016, something like that. Yeah, I remember I had something. I had a condition there. I forgot what it was, but I wasn't a Twitch Prime member back then. But I decided something like if something happens or if I got an extra, it had something to do with Mrs. Clumsy's birthday, I think. So but I can't remember the exact condition I gave myself. But if I had something extra by this date, I would sub. And it happened. Don't regret it one bit. You subbed on New Year's Eve. Ah, I see. Land of the Geek Gang. Could work. Good work. Yeah, nice ideas. Hey Pokemon, how are you? Still have assignments? Is it your last day of holiday? Man, that was the... No, you still have the weekend at least. So that's something. Hey Scotsman, glad you could make it. Only here for 20 minutes. No problem, thank you for dropping by. We're currently in Kazakhstan. Driving with Roman diesel coupled with Rob's add-ons for better engine sounds and more realistic engine torque. You're following me on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you. Appreciate that, Kelly. Hey, Super. How are you? Welcome back, man. How have you been? You finished all your homework. That's amazing. Now you can really just relax. I know the feeling. Is this a city? Do we have to slow down here? 70, okay. There's a speed radar. I think it's the first time I've seen a speed radar in here. No cops though. No cops. Sure thing, Pokemon. Where do you go for your haircut, by the way? I always just go to QB House. I never tried anything else. $50. Yeah, we're pretty much in the limit here. That's nice. Oh, construction works. Is this foggy weather? Yes, it is. Foggy weather 2.0. Oh no, I can feel it. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing, Super. I'm sure everyone is super excited about it. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait a bit more. Yeah, Kirill is a perfectionist. He doesn't want to release it until he's completely happy with the mod. I'm sure. That guy looks like he's moonwalking. Oh, I like this. This feels like OMSI now. Man, I kind of miss OMSI. Great step. Yes, the great steps. Okay, it's getting harder and harder. Look at all the people waiting behind us. Sorry guys. This is what you get. Yeah. I mean, personally, if it was me, I'd just release it. Because at this point, it's pretty much awesome. But I guess, yeah, Kirill is a perfectionist. He really wants it complete. He wants to be happy with everything. And I understand his point there, because if there are some like imperfections which could be improved, then people will spot that and people will comment on that, and it will just be headaches because people will complain. Even if it's practically free, you can't stop people from complaining, right? And so I guess that's why he wants it to be as perfect as possible as well before he releases something. Oh man, this is getting pretty out of hand. I'm on 3rd gear right now. 3 low. 2 low. Good. Yeah. Foggy weather is not particular to map mods. How many tons am I transporting? Just 15. But this truck has revised torque, more realistic torque setup, so it's becoming a real challenge. Here we go again, guys. Yes, we are hauling doubles. 15 tons of cement. I'm not sure why they're put in that kind of trailer, but I'm not complaining, it looks good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Crap. Okay, I think we lost here. That wasn't steep at all, was it? I don't think we'll even get to the parking, to be honest. Wait a minute, let me try. We don't have crawler gears here. Oh no. Let me try and lean on the truck. Leverage the truck behind us. Use him as a... There you go. So we're not falling. Guys, yes, it's time to push. It's time to really push. No, it's not working. I think at this point we need like a mud runner type of thing. Spin tires. You know that those cables you attach on the trees and you hold yourselves the winch. I think we need that here. No, the engine is just that weak. Let's try again. Let's try it one more time before I teleport away. What happened? Oh, I think it's not compatible with a flat, with a sloped surface. Okay, that doesn't work. So now I got how much? 16% damage on the truck and 2% on the trailer. RIP. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault, guys. Alex has said bye-bye. He's over at the next block now. He flew away when we did that. Yeah, if only there's a squirrel boom, huh? You guys can clip it though and share it in the meantime. Let's try to catch this. Okay, build up momentum. By manual you meant the console. Ah, I see. Yeah. All of you are inside the trailer. That was just to wake you guys up. Foot to the floor here. Come on. Handle it. Okay, 1H. 1H is doing the trick. I'm going to keep it at this, guys, alright? Because we are moving. The horsepower, I think 260, something like that. And the torque has been changed. So if you drive the normal Roman diesel from MADster, it can handle this hill no problem. But with Rob's add-on, doesn't really work. It doesn't really work. It's much more realistic. I like it. There seems to be a huge gap between 1H and 2 low though. 1H and 2L. I'm not sure if that's intentional. Yeah, now I can blame it on Rob. There we go. We managed it, guys. Everyone got through off, but we managed it in the end. 16% damage. Ouch. He threw you to Moscow. Getting up and stretching and now your bones are broken. Yeah, everyone has, I guess, has a huge lump on their heads by now. Even me. No transcode, yeah, unfortunately. Although I did lower down the bitrate, Scotsman. I lowered it down from 6,000 now to 4,000. So I'm hoping that should alleviate some of the lag, some of the buffering that people have been encountering. Let me know if it helps or if you still get buffering. Maybe we can tone it down to 3.5 or something. Because before they said 3.5 should be enough for 720p 60 frames. So maybe we'll stick it to that one. Your head is popping out the trailer. Loving that engine brake. Eventually we made it. You lost your trainers. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. I'm not sure if I wished that you saw that fiasco a while ago, but if you did, maybe that's what made you follow. I don't know. Feel free to say hi in chat so we can call you, we can greet you, and the community, the geek gang. Let's make that a working name. The geek gang can call you out. Okay, it seems like we'll be late. Remaining 3 hours. We still have 5 hours ETA. Fine. We actually have a warning now. That exclamation point in the middle. And this looks like a pretty fancy bridge. Not Geek Gang. That's motivation to think of a better name. Maybe let's just call it the gang. Welcome to the gang? I don't know. It really is helping. You have not got any lag. Amazing. That's good to hear that it works on your end. Nice. I think it's mainly about the bitrate though, it's not about the frames. I can keep it 30, but if the bitrate is still 4000, then it will still require 4000. It's just going to look a lot crisper because there are less frames to process and a 4000 limit. But the same requirements on the bandwidth is still there. You just made a clip. Thanks, Shane. You can share it here. I think you should be able to share it without any permission. You can try it out. I don't think you need to be permitted for a clip. I remember I whitelisted the Twitch clips URL. We always stream at 30 FPS. Yeah, I think that's a misconception. From the research I've been doing, it should be the same, 30 or 60. It's the bitrate that matters in terms of bandwidth. It's just that at lower bandwidths, it's not practical to go 60 because it will be too blurry. So that's why people are recommending 30 when you're streaming at lower bandwidths, on bitrates rather. But yeah, with 3500 and up, 60 frames shouldn't be a problem. Especially with this kind of game, it's not really like first person or anything. So it should be more than enough. Your internet can handle 720-60. Yeah, 720-60 can be varied though, depending on the bitrate. Like, if I set it to 4000 or 6000, that will vary the requirements. Right now it's now 4000, so it should be much more friendly. Lots of airplanes taking off in here. You guys notice? There you go. That's amazing. That's the first time I've seen that. There's actually a thumbnail. Cool. I remember there's like this new feature on Twitch. Like you can get a new icon. I'm not sure if it was released yet. But you can get a new badge next to your name if you're like the clip master. If you clip a lot of things from the stream, and if you're the top clipper or something like that. saw an email from Twitch about that. Yeah, it's very relaxing, Scotsman. It's cool. Very scenic and perfect for foggy weather skies. Clear sky boxes. Oh, look. It's Rohan passing us by. There you go, one more. Thanks for the host, Rohan. Is that the same clip, Shane? I'm with Promods. Yeah, I didn't go with the TSM route anymore. I was getting a lot of pushback on it. Okay, so it looks like we'll be sticking with 4,000. I think it's the magic number. Not too demanding in terms of bandwidth, but doesn't sacrifice quality. Amazing. Oh, bumpy. Getting a bit bumpy. I love those humps though, because they trigger the force feedback on the wheel, so I feel it better. Wow, that's interesting. If I look up, I hear the engine more. Is that just me, or are you guys hearing it louder as well? Imagine sitting in a cab like this for hours and hours, driving hundreds, thousands of kilometers with that kind of volume. I guess that was the thing before, huh? It was really just super noisy everywhere. There was no, like, how do you call it, noise dampening technology yet. Louder confirmed. That's cool. Never heard that before. Maybe that's because the sound is in 3D or something. It's positional. Maybe the engine is closer to that one. And better than the swatching with. Oh no, what is that guy? Okay, I thought he had his hazards on. Apparently he was just turning right. Sorry. Maybe because the truck sounds are adjusted to different heights of a truck. Could be. Not sure if there's a parameter for that in the def file. But it's actually pretty realistic having it in 3D like that. I like it. Hey, all good. Good evening. How are you? Glad you could join. Strangely enough, our engine hasn't died yet. And now that I mention it, it's probably going to die at any second now. Doing good. Just trucking through Kazakhstan in our Roman diesel. This is the bugger feature. Exactly. $70 again. Okay. Looks like we're here. No, not yet. One more city, I guess. We've just been jostled. Shane can share the clip again. It was not a pleasant experience for everyone. There you go. Thanks, Scotsman. It doesn't appear in the on-screen chat, but in the actual Twitch chat, it's not just a URL. there's a thumbnail and it says there's a title of the clip and there's the person who clipped it, which is Shane. Wow, how do you pronounce that? Jimpiti. Jimpiti? Jimpiti. Is this our turn? I don't think we need to go there though. I think it should be fine since we discovered this already. So let's just save time and go straight. There are lights now on the road. It's not super dark anymore. Yeah, I'm still wondering what the right rev range is for this truck. Sometimes the 1000 range is not that bad. I mean, a while ago when we were climbing that hill, when we were on second gear, I was only at 1000 RPMs. That's below the green range, basing on this diagram. But we were able to haul it. I mean, we didn't fall down, even if we were not in the ideal zone. So I'm thinking maybe 10 to 15 is still the ideal one here, despite the range saying it's like 13 to 20 RPMs. You just watched it back. How does the head tracker work? You have this 3 reflectors here on my cap. 1, 2, and 3. You see those like gray things? Those are nothing but just like reflector on the bike. So those are simple reflectors arranged in a triangular manner. The magic though is the camera, a dedicated camera for TrackIR. Yeah, what Jay said. So it's a specific camera that tracks those 3 dots, and it determines what your head position is based on the distance of each of those reflectors. So it's able to detect if I'm looking left or right, up or down. Yeah, it's pretty smart. And it's pretty seamless. I mean, once you get used to it, it becomes pretty natural. Alright, no worries, Scotsman. Thanks a lot for dropping by. Enjoy, and glad you were able to watch, even without transcode. Catch you next time, man. Have a great weekend. Hope you didn't get too bruised. Wow. I'm foot to the floor here, and I'm not speeding up at all. I'm not sure if I'm in the wrong range here. Let me see. Let me try and go it like this. Am I speeding up? Not really. I think this is the limit. Squirrel has got the one for the headphones. Yeah, that's the TrackIR Pro. That's a bit more advanced. I think that works like infrared or something. But what I don't like about that is it's corded. So it's an additional cord that you connect here, and it connects all the way to the PC wired. So I saw what Driver Stein did there. Like, he has this brilliant way of doing that to make it cordless. He has the same TrackIR Pro, so it's corded normally, but he added like a mobile battery pack to his headphones. I think he connected a small battery pack there, and it has a USB port, so he's connecting that one to like a mobile battery pack, so it's quote unquote cordless. It's genius. It's like perfect DIY. But yeah, with me, I'm pretty much happy with this one. Some people are saying that this is even better than the TrackIR Pro, and the TrackIR Pro is very fragile. I heard it, you can break it so easily. Yeah, Driver Stein. There, that one, Alex. Yeah, did you get that from Driver Stein? Or did you find that? Did you think of that on your own? 135 plus shipping on Amazon. It's not bad. I think I got it for much more, because it's not that famous here. Only a few select shops have it. You saw Driver Stein's video. I'm glad it worked for you. According to my link. Oh yeah, the one on the bottom. Yes, you can get it from there. And if you do, I think I get a bit of commission. Maybe a few cents. I don't know how it works. You're going to talk about MP. That's true. When would be a good time? It would probably be Clumsy Trucking. It probably won't be available any other schedule. Maybe I should announce it in advance, huh? Maybe April. Beginning of April. So maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks from now? Or 3 weeks from now, to give ample time for everybody. Because that might be fair. Because I can actually do it next week, but that wouldn't give everybody a heads up. When is spring break again? Yeah, maybe I should align it as well with the normal holidays from people. Oh, it's raining. Oh, this is lonely. You can't see anything. It's actually a bit scary as well. Good thing I have you guys on the back there. That must be pretty dark there where you're from. Where you're at. Yeah, Good Friday on the 20th. Good Friday on the 30th. It's actually a holiday here, so I'm not sure if I will be able to stream then. So for sure we don't want that as our schedule. After that is the spring break. Ah, okay. Have to dress like a bunny since I ran over the Easter bunny. That might be hard to do. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I can stream then. I'll have to check with the missus because it's a holiday, so we might have some plans. But I'll let you guys know in advance. If ever, maybe I'll stream on Thursday instead. That can work. I'll do Clumsy Trucking on Thursday. Already dark because of head bandages. Oh no, here we go again. Come on. You can do it. That's fine. We're making it bit by bit. There we go. Third gear. 3H is doing the trick. Yeah, have to ask permission from the boss. From the real boss. Yeah, but it's most probably going to be Thursday. Which is Wednesday for US folks. Engine malfunction, there we go. Happened for the first time. There we go. No, the Thursday is just the... Yeah, let me clarify. Thursday is just the stream schedule for Easter weekend. For the Easter... for Holy Week. But we won't have the convoy then. The convoy would probably be later. If we have it 1 week later, like... what is that? April 7th, was it? No. Would people be still okay, or are guys... because it's spring break, would you be on vacation? You don't think this truck is going to handle the Alps? I don't think so either. hard to say, because it's spring break. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, on one end you have either people will be in school so they can't join. On the other, people will be on vacation so you can join. So either way, it can or cannot work. But yeah, it'll just have to be depending on the people that are available. Rohan has to drive a Renault. A Magnum. He has to drive a Magnum. From default SCS, yeah, with no mods. No engine sound mods. Just be sure to make it pink. Video stop for you. Things are fine from my end. How about you guys? Everybody's overtaking me. Okay, we're finally here. We are finally here. Good here too. Okay, nice. Must have been a hiccup in the connection, Jay. Lubenka has been discovered. Nice. And of course I have no idea how to pronounce these things. Oh crap, I'm not sure what the parking will be. I might have to skip it. If it's this dark, I'm not sure if I'll be in the mood to park anything in reverse. But I think it's going to be in reverse. And we don't have beacons, so we don't have extra lights. I guess the best I could offer is a third person parking if that's the case. Then it might eat all our remaining time for the stream. But I think I'm up for the challenge. I think, for now. Oh. Almost there. I think we're parking there, just looping around a bit. It's like an office in the middle of nowhere. Pretty strange. Man, I can't wait for the weekend. This week has been pretty busy. Stuff at work is starting to pile up. We're in a very hectic phase of the project, and people are starting to get pretty rowdy. So I'm crossing my fingers that nothing comes last minute today. Why did I stop? Oh, I hit the wrong button. We're back to trucking tomorrow. Oh, haven't you been trucking? You've been busy as well? So where are we parking this thing? Oh, this looks like a standard parking, at least the slot. But where it wants us to go... Okay, it's going to be reverse, guys. The only consolation is that this trailer has lights on the side, so at least we have a hint of how the trailer is facing. But it's not going to be that easy, I don't think. Also, it's nice that we have a lot of space in here, so we don't have to turn as much. Ah, I see. Yeah, studies first. Studies and gym, right? Okay, it's pretty dark. Goodness. See how we do this? There we go. You only did three jobs today. Only. Yeah, for Alex, that's a small thing. Okay, that's wrong. Yeah. This one is always delayed. You steer and you don't see any effect. But then, after a while, it just gets out of you. It just runs away. Maybe let's keep this shorter. Yeah, let's make the turn a little bit shallower. And those rear lights, reverse lights are helping a bit at least. Yeah, pretty busy guy. Looks like you have a lot on your plate. Oh, I like this song. This is the drone song. And even with that, we oversteered already. It's quite interesting. Let's see if I can steer it back. Oh, engine malfunction. Perfect timing. Steer it, steer it. Oh, I think we'll hit that guy. Okay, let's fix it. Priorities. Trucking comes first. Right. Let's see if this works. Okay, let's go super slow. Doesn't have to be a dramatic turn. Actually, just has to be more or less straight now. I'm going to hit that? Not really. Full focus in here. And how do you park at this dark in reality? Don't think you can, huh? Normally this building should be pretty well lit. Okay, trailer is turning again. Good, now counter it up. Keep it straight. No, that's wrong. Turn it up. That's wrong, that's wrong. We were doing it fine, but got away at the last moment. Yeah, they need to learn how to turn on some lights. I guess at this point we just go straight and then we just go reverse. That should work. I hope. It's not working. There you go. Phew. Okay, that worked. Good thing there was enough space. Not too bad. It would be cool if the lights came on as you entered the yard. Maybe someone can put in a mod like that. I don't know. It's similar that it's like motion censored. The gate. Like the animated gates, but instead of moving gates, it's turning on lights. I'm not sure if that's possible. Yeah, because it's possible to turn on the beacons, right? The gate with the beacons when you're there. So maybe it's possible to have like lights turn on as well, technically. You can already hear the AVR files on the outside of the truck. Oh, really? Nice one. I didn't connect that. Banksman to guide you in real life. Call that a mon. Yeah. We have to be a bit shady about it. 52.21. I'll take that. I'll take that. For surviving that hill, I'm pretty much fine with that. Let's go and rest here. That is true, yeah. The hazard lights can work as well. Yeah, that's true. Can help a bit. Although, if you look here, they're a bit overlapping with the reverse lights. So in this case, they don't help us much. But yeah, normally they should work. Should help. I guess we have a bit of time to try a special transport, just to experiment on it a bit, see how if we can even move forward, you know. I'd also want to try one of the newer special transport trailers from Saskia. I think he has that like house. I want to check it out. Monback is a guy who stands behind and says, Monback, Monback. I see. That's the name. Pretty witty, huh? In our language, in Filipino, that's worded differently. It's like, how do you say? Ge. 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 Gilang. Ge. And ge is like a short term for sige. It's like, go. Man, it feels so light now without a trailer. Feel like a car again. Let's go and speed up a little. Truck racing. No looking at the side anymore. I'm just assuming that no one comes through. Don't do this in real life, guys. Too bad there's no drifting in this game, huh? I can't simulate a drifting truck. Although I've seen that in some, like, there is a YouTube video about that, right? Or lots of YouTube videos. Like trucks drifting in the roundabouts. That's insane. How do you do that? How do you make that work? That must have required some serious tuning in the tires. I'm not sure what is required for that. Actually, it's quite interesting. Before with the Gran Turismo, I know you can, like, because of how realistic it is. Gran Turismo is this racing game, right? You can customize all the different car settings. And with how realistic it was, you can set up a car to be like on the drifting setup. But I never got to understand how you make it work. Not sure how it works. Hey Alex, thanks man. 500 bits. Amazing. You shouldn't have. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. As always, thank you for the contributions. You must have hazards on while on site or about to maneuver on the road here. Ah, I see. Makes a lot of sense. Gives a lot of heads up for other people. Thanks, man. And what's that icon? Cool. I won't refuel anymore because once we take a special transport job, we'll be fueled fully anyway. And I guess, do we need to? Yeah, I guess we can go here. Like, okay. Ah, the sun. I missed you. Thanks, Jay. GG. Indeed. Let me have a look. Where is that? Let's take some special transport. Let's see where it is. Special transport here. There, that one. Oh, that's one in France. I doubt we'll be able to move. But it's only 25 tons, so it shouldn't be that hard. Maybe it is possible, huh? Let's try that. That's the one from Saskia. Or is it Sask? Require hazards to be on while in the yard. I see. We have to simulate that then next time. There it is. Let's get ourselves repaired first. Okay, and let's save the game. So in case we screw it up, we have something to go back to. Alright, let's see how this works, guys. Just an experiment for science, as they say. What is that icon? Do you guys know what that icon is for? Not quite sure. Saving the game. What could go wrong, right? I have no clue what that means. Maybe an air pressure type of thing? I don't know. Doesn't look like air pressure though, based on the icon. We didn't take a lot of screenshots this stream. Or I guess we kinda did. That's fine. But maybe we can take a screenshot with this one. That would be nice. Good thing Promods has some special transport routes now. At least it's not completely zero. Let's take that one, yes. Okay, let's see how this works. There we go. Beautiful trailer. Nicely modeled, huh? And look at that, perfect. I wonder if you'll even be able to move it like 1 inch, 1 centimeter. Guys, get ready to push, alright? No one ride on the truck yet. Everybody step outside. Step outside and get ready to push. You have to take a photo here. This is like social climbing for truckers. Like faking it. Making it appear like you can haul this bad boy. Oh, that doesn't match at all. Putting a recliner in there. That works. If I can pull this, Rob will be proud. Okay, let's see. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, remove the parking brake. Good. moving. We're actually moving. Oh! We're moving, guys. Well, it is just 25 tons, so it's not like the heaviest load in the entire world, but still. I mean, this is a miracle. The little truck that could, exactly. Oh! Oh, rip. I think I hit the other side. My bad. I thought I gave it enough space. Yeah, good push. Good push, guys. But the clumsy driving isn't helping. Now, how do we fit this in here? That's the question. Steerable axles looks like. Yeah, that's why I hit that other side. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to say hi so we can all greet you. How about that? Is that enough? Oh, I don't have the clumsy skins here. Forgot to put them in here. Really? Okay. This might be a bit too clumsy trucking, guys. These steerable axles are really throwing me off. How do you fit in there? I have to be like staying all the way here. No, I'm still hitting something. Yeah, the blue trailer would have been nice. Let's see. No, I'm not. The rear escort isn't anywhere near here. Let's see, can I make it like that if I go through here? No. I think I have to be more on the left side, huh? Man, this trailer. Quiet. Quiet, quiet. Okay. The workouts are paying off. Hold your horses, guys. I can't fit in. Let's see. So maybe if I have that. And then steered like this. Would that work? Oh, that doesn't fit on this side now. How the heck do you fit this in? I don't get it. Is this possible? Maybe I should, maybe it's a minute. No problem, Rohan. No problem. I'm just checking this out. That won't fit though. Stay away from those Renaults. I think we encountered a different problem now. I'm kind of stuck. No pressure, but I'm kind of stuck. Yeah, this doesn't quite fit. Okay. We'll get there in 10 years. Are we moving at all? We kind of are. We cleared this side, but we're hitting that side again. I don't think we even fit here. What the heck? No, I don't think this is the thing, guys. It was a good experiment, but I don't know. The truck can haul it like in super flat surfaces, but if there's like 0.1% of a grade, I think the truck can't handle it anymore. No, truck cannot. Oh, that actually works. I thought the game would detect that I did something wrong. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if there's a better way to do this. Okay. So if I stay here, and then I move slowly, gradually, like that. I'm going to hit the sign, but that's fine. Yeah, I can't even clear this. Okay, let's try it a bit closer like that. Okay, and more to the right. Try to clear it. I'm hitting that signpost at the back, but I think I'm out now. Yeah! By hook or by crook, we're getting out of there. Okay, we're out. We're good. Yeah, that was pretty messy. Mighty Roman. How long is this trip? 397. We won't be able to finish this, guys. We'll probably just do a couple of turns, get into more disasters, and then we'll call it a stream. Don't you even think of going. It's not your turn. I can't lose all that momentum. Good. And turning right here, let me take up this space and turn like so. Use up the... I remember the hypotenuse rule here. Something like this, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Elf. Replacing all the Echo gas stations, I remembered. Yeah, this is why I like Satan 1990s Real Companies mod. And how the heck do we go through a roundabout with this kind of trailer? How the heck do you even fit with that? Hey Sri, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Glad you could join. Let's see, can I fit in there? I actually can, it's not that bad. Nobody can impede the progress of the mighty Roman. Oh! GG sign. Lots of people taking pictures. The little truck that could. Oh no, here we go again. Oh no. Slow down. Yeah, we'll try this for maybe 10 more minutes. Let's see how far we can go. If it gets stuck somewhere or not. Sorry guys, I might make you dizzy. Okay, I think I got too close there. My bad. That guy is super scared. Okay, there we go. We cleared it. I think. Going to hit anything else? I am not sure. Try not to. He's freaking out. Well, I would too as well if I knew I was the one driving. Ow! What did we hit? Try not to hit any of these guys. Try being the operative word. Yeah, these roundabouts are not a walk in the park. I'm not sure if the steerable axles are helping a lot. They make the trailer so unpredictable. In India, you used to have trucks which roar like the Roman diesel. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, this was pretty much a thing before. Last a little bit of sunshine. Sunshine gone already. You can actually haul this. Pretty impressed with this truck. Even with improved engine torque. But yeah, it's because of its 25 tons. I think more of the problem here would be the bulk, the dimensions rather than the weight. Yeah, same here, Alex. I would actually prefer them not being there, but I guess in some turns they would be pretty much essential. You wouldn't be able to make those turns otherwise, unless people would push the trailer to one side. I wish you can like turn them on or off. Lock and unlock the steerable axles. That would be amazing. Oh no, it's uphill, guys. It's uphill. I think this is game over. This is the end of the line for us. Oh no. Uphill. Yeah. And super tight squeeze. So you can't really slow down a lot. You can't time it so much. Oh, hitting those trees. It's flying all over the place. There you go. And hit those signs, thank you. 25 tons is pretty heavy for that little guy. True. We made it though, we made it. I guess that was one of the harder turns in here. Still not done though. Not by far. Oh, we're a bit too close on that side. Oh, rip. Consistently destroying all those signs. This is not the job for me, I have to be honest. You're from Mumbai, Sri. Amazing. Yeah, Jay is from India too. But I guess you guys are from different places. Good. Okay, this is the final exam. This is the last turn. This is make or break. We're not going to finish this job, but at the very least I want to get over this roundabout one way or another, because this would require us to go around. Now I remember when I watched that video from Mammoet, when they hauled that huge house, I think they didn't go around the roundabout. I think they went left like that. I think that's the shortcut they did, but I'm not sure if that's possible in the game here. I think we have to follow the signs, the path, otherwise it would like be game over. Going good there. Yeah. Right. Let's take it slow. Gendarmerie. Of course, that's probably not how you pronounce it. How are we clearing this? It's not so bad once you're inside. Thanks to the steering axles, this is where they really shine. Yeah. Still tricky as heck though. Let's clear that. Thank you. First time ever I missed it. Didn't hit those arrows. Cost of those signs is accounted for in the cost of the job. Yeah, might very well be. Cool. I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy now. Upload scheduled for ETS and ETS. To be honest, I don't have any fixed one. Usually it would be Monday and Tuesday, ETS2 and then ATS next to each other, but it's not fixed. It highly depends on my availability and if I'm in the mood. Sometimes it changes, but as a general guideline, Monday, Tuesday would be a safe schedule to see. I think I heard about that, Jay, that depending on the name of the person, sometimes you can tell where they're from in India. Like certain names are used mainly on like certain regions. Is that how it goes? I think I heard that from my wife's colleague. Alright, Jay. Thanks a lot, man, for staying the entire time, even if it's laggy as heck. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the support, and catch you next time. Hope you get better internet next time. And enjoy your vacation. Enjoy. We'll be waiting for the pics in the cloud. Literal cloud, that is. Good morning. Right, let's go and stop here. This area. Just going to block the gas station. Let's call it the stream. You've driven off the route. Oh crap, I forgot about that. You were supposed to follow the route. You can load the checkpoint or cancel the delivery with a penalty of 15,000. Abandon. Oh, and it's magically gone. Alright. 3 a.m. there, Jack. Amazing. Well, thank you guys for staying up late with me. Thank you for hanging out. We proved that the Roman diesel can still haul those heavy trailers and those bulky trailers. It's up to the driver's skill to make it work. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but at least a truck can do it. The Roman gods are disappointed. But yeah, I really like the add-ons from Rob. Thank you again, Rob, if you're watching this. Thank you for the engine adjustments and the torque adjustments. Amazing. Thank you for hanging out. I had lots of fun. Thank you for all the stories and discussions. Catch you again next time, and thanks again, Alex, for the cheers, the bits, and Shane as well, and for everyone for staying. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll catch you next week for some more Surviving Mars. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Clumsy Trucking. Oh, why is there no horn? Damn it. Oh, there's no horn from the outside. Interesting. There you go. Clumsy Trucking, everyone. Thank you, Shane, for 10 more bits. Amazing. Appreciate that. Have a good night as well. Bye-bye.